Hi everyone. I want to keep this video as short and sweet as I can because it's really hard for me to make it. But I didn't think that the new year would start off this way. But on the 10th of January 2016, British time, my idol David Bowie passed away of cancer at the age of 69, and I think the reason why I couldn't imagine this ever happening is because I think everyone has one idol in their life, and for me that was David Bowie. And I think part of you thinks that your idols will never die because you can't imagine a world without them in it. And for me, that was David Bowie. He was a really, really big inspiration to me. So I first fell in love with David Bowie when I was about 13, and I watched The Labyrinth for the first time. And the main character's name was Sarah, like me. From then, David Bowie became a really big part of my life. My other earliest memory of David Bowie was my mum, who would drive me and my brother to school in the mornings, and she would play Bowie for me in the car. And this was when I was about 14, I think, and it was when the album Reality came out. Yeah, so from then, David Bowie became a really huge part in my life. For a lot of my close friends, I think part of the reason why we became close is because of how much we loved him. My friend Veronica, who I went to university with, we really bonded over how much we loved Bowie. And on the weekends, when I lived in Perth, we'd go to this club Amplifier, and when they put on Bowie, we'd always dance harder to that than anything else. Also, my friend Stephen, who I met at about the same time, and if there's one person I can think of that's a bigger fan than me, unfortunately I was the person to call him and tell him that he passed away. I was lucky enough to go to the exhibition with him last year, and that was really personal for us to go together because we'd shared this love of him for so long. I also have so many great memories getting ready to go out and blasting Bowie and driving with the top down in my car and playing Heroes. I kind of had a favourite song for every different occasion or mood that I was in. Throughout my teen years, my early teen years, I really looked to Bowie as kind of like a beacon or a symbol of hope for me. Growing up as a kid that was awkward and different, it just meant so much to my adolescent self. He really made me feel okay to be different because he was so celebrated for it. And like so many other people that have been absolutely destroyed over his death, he was more than just a musician, and I have some quotes. David Bowie, you are the most special, the odd, the brilliant, the poet, the vocalist, the artist, the bleeding heart, the fashion king, the most unique, and a sunset of 1,000 colours. Thank you for your music. It saved me many times. Rest in peace. So my friend Elvis was the first person to tell me. I think he must have found out just moments after it was announced, and he'd posted about it on my Facebook, and the first thing I thought is, this is just one of those hoax posts. So I put his name into Google naturally, and all these things suddenly popped up, and I felt like I was going to die. The first thing I did after crying for hours was do what I always said that I would do when he died, which was get a tattoo in memorial of him, and to, I think forever, this will be the only tattoo that I'll ever get. It was my first tattoo and my only tattoo, and I told myself on the day that he passed away that I would get a tattoo in memoriam for him. So I'd like to say thank you to Blue Lady Tattoo, who managed to fit me in that night and give me this tattoo. So I guess I'll show you guys. And it's just a really simple tattoo, and that's all I ever really planned on getting. It was crazy because literally a few days ago, a few days prior to him passing away, and it was his birthday, I was thinking how sad a day it'll be when he passes away. And now it's happened. So the other thing you've probably noticed is that my scalp is pretty bright right now. That's because I also had the opportunity. I'd like to do a shout out to Blondie's Hair for giving me this amazing David Bowie hairdo, which I got today, and I'm just going to turn around and show you. So it's the Bowie lightning bolt, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I hope you guys can see it okay. That was the other thing I did to memorialize him. That night I went out and had a drink in his honor and went to this club, and the DJ was playing 4 hours DJ set dedicated to David Bowie, so that was really special. And in between that, I've just been at home pretty upset, like I'm sure so many other people are. I don't want this to be a completely sad video. I want to share some things that some friends of mine and also some celebrities have written about Bowie. The first one is just one that I found on Facebook, and it said, "In times when celebrity has become a cheap throwaway thing and words like legend become cheapened from overuse, David Bowie stands apart as a shining example of what a legend actually is. A prolific talent, artist, actor and style icon. Whether you like his music or know anything about the man, his influence was profound, not just for the people who grew up listening to him, but for everyone of any generation who were ever called weirdos. David Bowie was a champion and pioneer, paving the way for those who followed. Bowie existed so all of us misfits learned that oddity was a precious thing. He changed the world forever." My friend Stephen, he wrote this. "David Bowie was a hero of mine. He died today. It's a hard thing to take in the enormity of the loss. I'm sad for it. And angry that the best album of the year came only 9 days into it from a 69-year-old who started the whole damn thing almost 50 years ago and who had terminal cancer and never told us because he knew it would upset us and because he didn't want our pity, all while his inheritors, having the interim, somehow managed to lower our sights to the level of inanity, stupidity and spectacle incessantly brought to us each moment of every single day by a media who long ago stopped having anything meaningful to say, and by journalists who cannot write and do not read. Who even are we anymore? We dream of stardom, but not the stars. We want only celebrity, yet don't actually have much at all worth celebrating. Our modern day icons are beautiful but empty. There were gods who came before us, and we're the Kardashian generation. I lost a hero today, but we also lost the single most creative influence our culture has most likely ever known. When will there be another?" My friend Luke posted this about relating to what people that are a really big fan of him, what they're going through, and about it feeling like a personal loss. No, people can have a personal connection to someone they have never met, be it because their music inspired us, their movies raised us, their actions with acceptance helped us, their speeches comfort us. No, they didn't know him in person, but they certainly damn well knew him personally. This is from Marilyn Manson, who, for those of you who don't know, was very, very inspired by David Bowie, and he was a big hero of his. And Marilyn Manson said, "My first introduction to David Bowie was watching Ashes to Ashes on MTV. I was confused and captivated. But it wasn't until my real first day in Los Angeles around 1997 that someone told me to take a moment to listen to something other than Ziggy Stardust, Aladdin Sane and Hunky Dory. So I went for a dizzying car ride throughout the Hollywood Hills and listened to Diamond Dogs. All of my nostalgia instantly turned to awe. I was hearing him sing about fiction as a mask to show his naked soul. This changed my life forever. Every song of his was a way for me to communicate to others. It was a sedative, an arousal, a love letter I could have never written. It has become and remains a soundtrack to a movie he painted with his voice and guitar. He sang, 'Hope, it's a cheap thing.' I don't need hope to know that he has found his way to the place that equals his untouchable, charmeleon genius beauty, the black star in space that only he belongs. This crushing moment of fear and loss can only be treated the way his music had affected everyone who was fortunate enough to hear and love it. Let's never let go of what he gave us." Marilyn Manson. David Bowie's wife, Iman, said, "Sometimes you will never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory." And I think a lot of my friends are really realizing today how much he meant to us. Now that he's gone, we feel it even more. I have one more, and it says, "The man became an actual social force. He made it acceptable for so many to be different. He made androgyny more okay. He helped make weird almost normal. So many lonely, confused kids found affirmation in his fame. Great man gone." I'm not really ready to kind of celebrate his life, but I feel it's really important that everyone that loved him does. And if you've never really given his music a listen or have really read anything about David Bowie, I really urge you to go out there and find out how much of a truly amazing, special person he was. To me and to a lot of my friends, we feel like he wasn't of this earth. He wasn't even human. Like he was that unique and special. I really, really hope that I'm sure that a lot of people that are watching this video that follow me feel the same way as me. So if you can, please post a comment sharing a memory that you have about David Bowie or something special that's come to mind. Please leave a comment down below. I want to end this video just with my favorite David Bowie quote, which is, "I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring." And yeah, that's all I really have today, guys. Sending lots of love. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Alright, bye.